The broadcast is now starting. All attendees are in listen-only mode.
What is up, everyone? How are we doing tonight?
How are people?
Rocking and rolling?
Me.
Yeah, we're live, Steve. Everyone say hey to Steve. Steve, we got a bunch of people still rolling in here, so we're going to get everyone that's on right now to go ahead and sign up. So I'm going to grab this link, and I'm going to throw it in the chat, and then everyone, we're going to wrap everything up tomorrow. This conundrum we call a webinar series. Yeah.
Cornucopia.
Yeah, cornucopia
of cluster
making
Fall harvest.
Yeah.
There's a bunch of Hey Steves. Someone said, Hey Steve, let's do it.
There we go.
That's pretty good.
Who's that? I like it.
Yeah, you got some fans, Steve.
Cosmo.
I changed it. It was let's do this, but I thought let's do it sounded way better.
Coffee's for closers.
Coffee is for closers.
That's tomorrow. Tomorrow we are going to have Corey Rose on. If you don't know Corey, he's a what I call a master closer. He's got the one call close. I'm sure some of you in here have heard that before, but we're going to be going and diving into some tips and tricks he employs to close clients. I know he closed. I got to add it up in my head, but 65. 75, like $8,000, I think this week or last week, something like that, in recurring business for the agency. So it's not too bad, and a lot more in the pipeline. But the pipeline is what we're going to cover tonight. Steve, you from MA?
Nope.
Close.
Am I from MA? No, I'm from New Hampshire.
That's wicked close, though.
Don't be calling me a mass guy. That's like an insult. I'm from New Jersey or something.
Speaking of Jersey, let me look one more time. Jersey's here.
TJ, close friends. We helped them a lot setting that program up. So, Carol wants to know what's wrong with New Jersey. Steve, you know Carol.
Oh, geez, come on.
You didn't know she was in here, did you?
Yeah, New Hampshire's God's country.
Yeah.
We got.
That's Idaho, bro.
Listen, we got orange leaves.
North Carolina.
We got off orange leaves. We got red leaves. I mean, you can't ask for more.
Oh, I've got to take a picture. Mine are starting to turn right now.
Hey, Carol, Andy just said New Jersey was the armpit of America. I actually happen to know a lot of people that are going to take offense to that, Andy. So I'm going to send out your email.
Anyone that thinks that needs to watch Jersey Shore, and I'm sure.
No, and isn't the highest landfill in Jersey? In New Jersey, a landfill, the highest elevation. I'm pretty sure it's a landfill.
It's a landfill.
Yep.
All right, everyone that was on last night, did you guys have a good time? Guys and gals, I guess. So I think we got a lot of women in the house. So I saw Rodden's here. So.
Rotten.
Yeah, I think Snooky's taller, Rodden. So.
Yeah, depends on the platform shoes, though. Either are wearing, dude.
Well, yeah, I do have some pretty high ones.
There's nothing wrong with that.
I love those ones.
Yeah, especially the ones with the tassels.
And the bunnies on them.
Don't get me started on tassels.
We will try not to.
Well,
All right, so how many people in here we're getting? It's starting to level off a little bit. But how many people in here know Steve or have seen Steve anywhere? I'll give you a little backstory on Steve, but I want to know how many people in here do and do not know Steve.
I know some of you know
never
Steve.
heard of her,
I hope nobody's heard of me because that means I'm doing my job as staying on the radar.
Yes, I know Steve.
Okay.
I don't know him. Never know about Steve from Josh. Never.
Yeah, that's what a lot of people.
Never heard of. Never. Do not know him. Do not.
Have
know
you guys
him.
not seen, the underwear ads that I did? I mean, I'm also a part-time underwear model.
I try not to. That doesn't count if you just send them to me randomly, Steve.
I don't like to brag about it.
And who still has a Polaroid, to be
Dude,
honest?
there is a question. Are you Bieber, Steve? Are you Bieber?
I am not the Beeb. I'm not Canadian.
This is who are the Beeb.
No.
He's not.
He does like the music, though.
I do. I like my iPod looks like a 14-year-old girl. I'm not going to lie.
Yeah.
That's weird.
Yeah, it's not.
I mean, if the music looked like it, but the iPod itself.
Oh yeah, well, I dress it up.
We just got a picture. Yeah. I hope it's a family member.
If this is a recorded line, that was not me. I was hacked.
All right, so it's jumped up like 10 more people since I said we
might want to wait a little bit. Any questions from last night? You guys, if you were on last night, anything kind of resonate? You wake up in the middle of the night and go, why the hell did Brad say that? Why did Mike make that weird noise?
That's because he fell, but it's all good.
Yeah, we won't talk about that.
Any questions from last night before we move on? Because remember, all this is going to build on each
other.
Pat
says, do you begin to use key phrases and long tails in month 3? Well, technically you're starting in month 1 because you're starting to build your on page and you're starting to move things forward. So if you're talking about link building, if you're following Brad's template, you're doing it. Yeah, if you're link building, when you're link building, you're not going to be doing that in your branded push. So that would be when you start using it, and you be very careful with long tails if you're using it for anchor text.
Yeah, you want to save your main keyword in LSI for your power links, and then like I said, you've got to get all the other stuff set up first, like the social, the branded push, stuff like that. I actually saw some people posting today some TEDx stuff like Angel showed last night. But yeah, what I do though in the very, very beginning, before I even start building the site, so I know how to really laser target my on page, is I build a bucket of keywords so I have those ready. I guess I should have said that last night, but I always work from a bucket of keywords, go through, make sure all my main stuff is included in the URL, title, all the headings throughout the page, and maybe sprinkling in the content. Sometimes I don't really give a crap about the content. It's just there. As a wise man once said, to keep it in index, right, Mike?
Exactly. The content is for the index, but you definitely want your keyword Bible ready. I mean, if you have a document that has the keywords that are in your space, it's all about being fast, being quick. If you're using virtual assistants, handing it off and saying, I need 20 links out of this column, I mean, just being able to, you could do the same thing to a content writer as well. So making sure that you have all that, that's a great point, Brad, that, we didn't really touch on. We touch on more in some of the live stuff, but having everything there in your face and ready to go, it's important to know exactly what you need to be pushing, so you're not sitting around dilly-dallying when it's time to push. You donated a seed site today? That's great. That's great of you.
Can a authority site be a seed for more than one keyword or niche? Yeah, it depends on the site. You can be a seed site. You can be like what I call a master seed site, like all the people going out and getting their Huffington Post, their Biz Insider and stuff like that. Those are like, or Wikipedia, those are more broad seed sites. There are seed sites for a number of them. They're kind of like seed sites.
Yeah, what the patent reads is that there's basically different seeds for every query, and then every site can be a seed for multiple queries. So yeah, there absolutely is sites that are in your market that you're going to see in different queries that are seeds because you're seeing them everywhere. And you ever get the situation where, you look at a site and realize that every site that site links to is ranking in a lot of these long tails? Well, guess what? You need a link from that site.
Yeah. John asked if the scholarship money is included in Angel's gigs. I don't believe so, because usually that's like $500. So I would just have the client pay that. Say you have a plumber, you can go out and you can say, look, we're going to get you some scholarship links. Help support someone that's in school.
And I will reiterate it. It's kids and people trying to go to school. Don't set up a fake scholarship and make people think they're getting money for school and then not give it to them. If you're going to do the scholarship route, please give them the money. Don't do the shadiness. Like Brad said, and I just did this very recently. I wanted 2 scholarships, so I negotiated 2 amounts with the client that they would be willing to pay somebody going to a general school and then a targeted school. And that's
the targeted
a little tip.
Really well.
A little tip. I don't know if you've thought of that, but you can do more than one scholarship, and you can get targeted on them. So, and like Brad just said, targeted is freaking insane. So, but just make sure that the people that are looking for it get the money they need to get their education.
Why didn't Mike spill the beans? If you do this, you'll rank in a month.
Because I was told not to, and I wasn't going to. I was tip and teasing you.
He might spill some beans on tomorrow night, though, so come back. Let's see. Angel said he can do month 3 plus. Does he also provide white labeled services in month 1 and 2? Yeah, Andy, if you have a new project that you need him to look at, Angel's always down to look at, or as far as I know, Angel's always down to kind of look at a project and tell you what you need and help you with that. He's actually incorporating that in some of his SaaS software.
Yeah, some of the templates now, I think will help you with month 1 and 2.
Yeah, and I think he's connecting that to his white label services and stuff. So I don't know if I'm supposed to say that, but Angel's not on, so who cares?
So why, I got a question for you. Why do these SEO guys have this badass Facebook guy on their webinar right now? And I want to know what you think. Why is there a badass Facebook dude on tonight? What is it?
Good looking.
That's one of the reasons. Traffic. We know that there's traffic needs all over freaking SEO because of qualifications and different things. So we know that there's traffic needs. Whoever that is, GoTo doesn't show names now for certain people, but because we need a steady stream of clients, and that's a damn true statement, friend.
Hell yeah. Yeah, what good is it if you're the best fucking SEO in the world and you have no clients and you have no affiliate sites or you have no PPL, but you can rank for anything, right? Who gives a shit at that point, right? In my opinion, it's cool to do magic tricks, but if you don't have your own show and you're not making money from it.
I've seen Erp clear out the bar with a magic trick too.
yeah, we've cleared out the bar a few times.
Ranking number 1 for SEO City doesn't guarantee clients either. No, it doesn't. And honestly, in a lot of places, it guarantees that there won't be any clients if that's your only strategy.
And it's probably a crowded area, right? I mean, shit, SEO's been around for a while. I mean, so this is me being a selfish Facebook guy. I say go to where we're shooting fish in a barrel.
Right? Exactly. Where it feels like magic.
Yeah, crazy resistance.
Yeah, here's the thing with, I mean, I'll answer your own question. Every single person you know is on Facebook, right? But nobody's advertising on it. So it's like shooting fish in a barrel, especially if you know how to do it right. So I mean, you have all your, if you're talking SEO companies and you want to target, somebody in your area for SEO, and that guy goes home and he sits and he's watching football or something, the commercial comes on, where does he go? Facebook. 75% of Americans go on Facebook every day, 15 times a day. I mean, the stats are just crazy, and it's just getting higher and higher. Everybody is on it. So what you can do is, and don't even mess around with this bullshit about creating a fan page in this super happy hippie environment. Just go right to an ad. Put an ad in front. Target that guy and have your ad show up and say, hey, do you want to rank number 1? This guy looks at it and goes, oh, that's pretty cool. He clicks on it.
Did you guys hear that? Did you hear what he just said about fan pages and skipping over it? Because there's a pro tip right there. I want to make sure that you guys heard what he said about that.
Yeah, I mean, here, I mean, it's crazy. The industry, this is why it's fish in a barrel, okay? Because every industry, every ad agency guru guy you talk to it's 2010. They're all about engagement and creating this atmosphere and all this, and they may do a dabble in an ad or two. And what you're getting is stone cold killers going out there and screwing the fan page, and they're just throwing ads up and just getting, low, I mean, literally single-digit cent clicks, to your website, video views, audiences, all sorts of, there's a million things you can do. So it's literally, the industry is, the audience is there, but no, the tactics aren't. I mean, all day long, like in my, normal life from 11 to 2 with a lunch when I'm working. Yeah, I go into massive ad accounts. I won't touch something unless they're spending $50,000. And they go in, and I go in after Madison Avenue agencies, and it is just a mess. And these guys are like, oh, we can't scale, we can't spend more money. You know, the people are showing these fancy PowerPoints, and it's because everybody's thinking it's 2010, and it's not. You know what I mean? Like, the secret is just go to the jugular, drop ads, get your structure set up right, and then you can just it's literally shooting fish in a barrel.
Steve, there's a question. Did and I don't even know if this is true because I don't pay attention to it. There's a statement about Facebook disallowing targeting of specific profession and job titles. If that's true, has that even affected anything that you do at all whatsoever?
No, because there's always workarounds, and I'll be honest with you, when you're playing with the big dog, like, targeting, you know, interest targeting is so basic. I mean, that is just
exactly
that is literally kindergarten. So, like, the things that we're gonna do, or the things that you're gonna do when you start getting a real campaign, you're not even doing targeting. I mean, or you get third-party data mining companies that you can get, and there's all sorts of stuff. So, like, the idea that the job title. Now, look, I have a Facebook profile. I don't put my job title in it. So, I mean, really, how?
I think mine still says I work at my day job.
Yeah, exactly. So that's one of the reasons why people are like, oh man, I spent $500 and you get one lead, and I was targeting, you know, just IT professionals, and they're getting, you know, clicks from people who are working at, you know, Stop and Shop and stuff. It's because Facebook targeting, the actual line item targeting is very, very sketchy. So you have to be worried about that. So within 5 minutes of running your own campaign, you're going to get away from that.
Steve, tell them the line that you told me, and it was on a client meeting or a potential client meeting about overlapping audience and Facebook. Yeah, they'll gladly take your money. What?
Oh yeah, like Facebook Facebook loves taking your money. They don't care. So what people will do is they'll run a couple ads and they'll target the same audience and they'll bid against themselves, or they'll set the structure up. I've gone into ad accounts where literally the structure was set up where they were having a 70% duplication rate. Overlap, which means that 70% of the time they were bidding against themselves, and it's right there in Audience Insights, and you can, like, you know, it can show you where to look, and you know, Facebook doesn't care, and the gurus don't care, because, you know, these all quote unquote gurus out there. I was telling Brad offline that, you know, they'll tell you how to do a $5 campaign or a $20 campaign, but when you start scaling up, and I'm talking 15, 20,000 a day, none of that shit works. And the reason it doesn't work is because it really doesn't work at $20 a day. Just you'll make money to spite yourself because there's nobody else on Facebook. It's literally a ghost town. So if you put your ad out there, you're going to get clicks. But I liken it like this. You can walk into a Facebook account, SEO tomorrow, run, you know, SEO Greensboro, North Carolina, and get clicks. If you do it the right way, you can get them for a penny. You do it the wrong way, you can get them for $1. You know, and you're looking at it like, man, I'm still getting good traffic, but there's so much, you know, optimization and with the right structure that you can do, that you can just get pennies on the dollar when you do it the right way.
There's people that keep asking, like, what do you mean that people aren't on there? Well, I want to point out something. There's people on Facebook. He's not saying no one's advertising on Facebook. What really is going on is nobody's doing shit right.
Yeah.
And there's also like the percentages of people who are on versus off is fucking skewed too. So it's multiple things. It's
yeah. So what you'll do is, like, somebody will go in and they'll create an ad. Like if we're talking SEO guys, you're going to go after like an IT professional or whatever, right? And so you're going to use the basic targeting. Well, so isn't every other person who's dabbling in Facebook ads, and you're going to be competing against everybody, and you're probably going to hit, you know, maybe 1 out of 50 that are actually on Facebook. And, you know, so if you start doing things the right way, you can hit the other 49 that nobody else is targeting, because you're using advanced techniques and different tactics that we're using. Not to mention, you're probably paying for the most expensive ad Facebook has, right? Which is like web click ads, traffic ads. Everybody's like, oh, make a traffic ad or make a conversion ad. And those are the most expensive things. You never want to lead with those. But I see time and time again, somebody will go out and do a traffic ad because that's what Facebook tells me to do. And Facebook will take your money every time, when you really should be doing, you know, like taking advantage of video ads.
Do not listen to them when they say recommended. Because
yeah. But do we listen to Google when they tell us what is real?
Yeah, Facebook is not there to make you successful. They're there to take your money. So you can either listen to what they say and run a traffic ad and pay 50 cents, or you could run a video view ad, which has a URL to it, which has a watch more button to it, and you can get 6-cent ads, clicks.
Yeah,
Yeah, we
someone
got
just
a lot
said,
of
yeah,
people.
exactly. Someone said
Yeah,
recommended equals more money and show us the cheap ad structure.
Yeah, Steve, did you mentioned video ads? Did you want to show everyone how to set one of those up? Yeah, while you're bringing that up, Mike, can you pass the?
Yeah,
are you sure?
You make me presenter. I'll show in there. I went in there and I did a little demo for you guys. I created a little ad account.
Who in here, by the way, is using Facebook to get client leads or Facebook at all right now for their ads?
For any type of money getting.
Post yes or no?
Me, yes. Me trying.
Out of everyone that said yes, who is using video ads right now?
No, yes, me.
Anyone?
We got a lot of no's.
No, it's 90% no.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So here, let me give you guys a little skinny on how Facebook charges you. So there are a total of 17 different ad types. Okay, and each one of them can send traffic to your website, and Facebook charges differently. So right now, Facebook wants video. Facebook wants to kill YouTube, and the way that they're doing that is they want to promote video ads. So you can piggyback a video ad and put a URL into it, and guess what happens? You can drive traffic. And as an ancillary benefit of it, hold on, I got to minimize all this shit. How do I minimize all this shit?
Hold on. Yeah, the little orange button will take everything inside. Yeah.
Oh, okay, cool. I know Facebook ads. I don't know GoToMeeting. So as an ancillary benefit of all this stuff, you can create a video ad. It doesn't have to be crazy, right? I mean, don't forget. This is a video ad that I created, just literally uploaded like a little thing that I put in there. And, it's tied to your fan page. Again, I don't care at all what you do on your fan page. It's literally nobody goes to it. So just forget about it. Don't ever even look at it. All your fan pages is a place to run ads from.
I've got a bunch of blank fan pages out there because I needed different, different.
Yes.
Just one tip for everyone too, to increase the effectiveness of an ad. Of course, I didn't do this with NFG because I didn't want to put a picture of a Sasquatch up there or anything for Mike. But put a picture of a person there and name it have an actual name in there, and it'll look like just a regular post, and people are more likely to click on it. Yeah,
so you'll see. So this is what it'll look like on Facebook. And so, I mean, the idea of a fan page is from 2013, right? Less than 1% of anything you do on your fan page actually gets to anybody. So literally it is a pay-per-play.
So who's boosting posts then? I want to ask, who's boosting posts? Who's out there is boosting posts? Yes, I boost. Yes, okay. yes. School him, Steve. Go to.
What's your opinion?
Anytime somebody says boosted post, I want to throw up. All right, there is boosting a post is the same thing as going to the convenience store, buying a little package of wood and trying to heat your house with it. I mean, you can do it, right? But you can pay $4 for that pack of wood, or you can buy a cord of wood for $200. So what you're doing is you're paying a shit ton of money for the same thing that you could get from a video ad, an ad. Facebook created boosted posts for the mom and pop pizza shop owners, people who just want to do a little bit of hee hoo hoo. Not for anybody who's serious about making money, not for anybody who wants to get a serious ROI. There's
no one in here then, right?
Yeah, no, I hope not. I mean, literally, I want to pull my hair out. I mean, you have no targeting on a boosted post. You're limited on what you can do in terms of the ad itself, in terms of text and headlines and calls to action. So there's so many things that you want to be doing. So and there is, I look at it like this. Like there's a million places you can go out and learn how to build an ad. It's not the building the ad that's important. It's the strategy behind the ad that you build. So immediately you're going to want to look at what's my lowest cost ad vehicle that I can use, and that's video ads. As simple as something like taping yourself on a screen, a Camtasia kind of thing, or a handheld, or something disruptive, right? Just get video because Facebook wants to do video. So when you create a video ad, and they'll go through, and you can find all those things online. I'm not going to show you here today. I don't deal with the little stupid shit. I deal with the advanced stuff. So you can get video ads. And then one thing I want to show, that nobody ever does, is this little thing called captions, right?
Something I learned this week.
I heard that you got schooled, Brad.
Yeah, look at
I heard that you got schooled, Brad.
I did.
You generate captions. So this is the ad, this is the video that I put up there. It's just a stupid little video I made, right? But Facebook will automatically add your captions, okay? And why are captions important? Because if you actually look at the stats, and there's ways to go, advanced ways to look at the breakdowns of your ad, and you look at how many people, Brad, what were the numbers we were looking at? 55 people watched the video with no sound
like
on?
6. Yeah, that turned the sound on, yeah.
Yeah, so I mean, think about it, right? Nobody's listening to sound. I'm not listening to sound when I look at Shakira and videos like that. So, I mean, you're going to want to do little things like that. I come in, you click this little button.
Well, if you turn on the sound, your wife's going to hear you, Steve.
My wife's, yeah, and she doesn't like me looking at that.
Shakira.
Yeah.
If you don't lie.
Check this out. If you default with the video, right, look, there's no call to action button, which is, this is sales 101. People just love clicking buttons. So, I mean, you add a website, and then boom, then you start getting your URLs, and you type in, your URL that you want to send people to. So let's say we go Google, right? We want to pay to send people to Google.
Yeah,
that would be your website, right? You would send them your website, and then you can look at these call to action buttons. So I mean, it's like little things like that. Your headline.
It would be booked now for you, Steve, because I know that that's what you're up to these days.
Yeah, but pretty much. I mean, I
dancing here and there. I know it, buddy.
And now this is something I just want to show. Like now, I created this little dummy ad account just for demo purposes. But check this out. Track all conversions. This is what the number one thing that you do not get with boosting post is your pixel. Okay. This is a pixel I made, but I didn't actually. It's not set up, but I called it Lambo ads because it is so annoying for me to watch the gurus stand in front of their Lamborghinis who ask them what they actually done for ads.
Steve, I'm going to make a Lambo video just for you.
But it's so
target you. I'm going to put your email in there. I'm going to set it to like $1,000 a day, just so every time you bring it up, it's like just me.
I know. And I'm going to say, listen, dude, other than like making an ad for your own self, if you ever had somebody pay you to make an ad, and most likely they're going to say no, because the shit they say is so asinine that you start scaling it up beyond $50 a day, you're not gonna, it's gonna blow up. So it's just like, that's why, my little thing with Lambo Facebook has, that was kind of funny. But this is like, you don't get this with boosted posts. So those people out there who are boosting your post, immediately create a pixel, right? If you don't know how to do it, Google it. That's a very basic thing. But what this pixel does is you're actually telling Facebook, people who've clicked on your ad, went to your website, how long they've been to your website, what they've done on their website, all this. You guys know pixels. You're pixel people. So Facebook, you need it. And these little things are why, if you incorporate some of this stuff, you can just smash the competition because they're boosting posts just like everybody else.
Quick question, Steve. Yeah. How long of a video? Does it matter? Is it conversion?
Well, yeah. So here's the thing. Here's an advanced thing that I'll go through. I'm jumping around a little bit. So if you can make an interesting video that's like a minute long, I want you guys to think about it. In your day, seriously, are you going to watch a minute video on like ball bearings? Or are you going to watch a minute video on, something you just don't give a shit about? The answer is no. So if you make a video about SEO and whatever, and somebody watches that, check this out. I'm going to jump up here. I'm going to go in from Power Editor.
How about if you're doing a local ad, everyone? How about how to get more local customers, or how to get more business to your plumbing site, something like that? You
do that. You run that video, right? And then you go into your audiences. Okay, now this is a custom audience that you're going to make in Facebook, and you're going to utilize the power of it. And under custom audience, I'm going to go in there and I'm going to show you something. This is engagement.
It's a little advanced, Steve, but I'll allow it.
Yeah, I know. Stop. Okay.
I'm going to show you guys. Look at. You can click on video. Now you go to people. Look at this. I can target people who watched a percentage of my video. So if I make a 1 minute or 2 minute video, the average person will watch a video for 3 seconds. Then it's 10 seconds. Okay,
so now watch it for 75% of the video.
So who's watching your video for 75%? Who's watching? Like probably a potential customer, right? So I can create an audience
Someone in the bathroom.
who watch 75% of my video, and then I can target them with an ad. So again, we went back to I'm going back to, now this is how you navigate. I'm going to Power Editor. So we talked about ads and how much they cost. A video ad, again, this is the structure: campaign, ad set, ads. I'm going back to the video ad, and I'm just going to look at it with edit. So video is very cheap. So what I can do is I can show a cheap video to a lot of people, and then when somebody raises their hand and says, hey, I'm interested in that because I watched 60 seconds of Brad walking around talking about SEO, which is the most boring thing in the world with
Canonical.
Oh, yeah,
Right?
I didn't even
Smoke,
spell
you'll be a
canonical.
smoke, bro.
So think about it, right? Now, Facebook, I'm trying to not give Facebook my money, so I'm going to tell Facebook, run a cheap-ass ad and get 1 million people to watch my ad for 1 penny to show me the 1,000 who are actually interested in my product. And then I go ahead and I drop the expensive ad, which is, click traffic ad, right?
So,
I'm not that's massive. That you can cut your ad spend by 90% if you implemented that tactic right there.
what do you guys think of that? Is that freaking new? Is that something that fucking you've heard of? Everyone's talking about.
A lot of damn, that's good.
Awesome,
Kick-ass,
great,
awesome.
brilliant.
New,
So
Wow.
new,
Wow.
Awesome.
And then that's not even and that's,
Hey, not to cut you off, Steve, but didn't I tell you Steve was a fucking badass?
He's a ninja. He's a fucking SEO that's on Facebook, is what it comes down to. And I've never met a Facebook SEO before, but that's what the fuck he is.
you start rolling these things out, man. I'm telling you, it is like
When he told me he could get past text filters and shit on Facebook, I was like, okay.
yeah. There's ways around there's a 20% text rule in Facebook, and there's absolute ways around it. They're pretty slick.
I think Trey is a friend tonight. He's marked as friend, but I think he thinks I think we just sold something, dude.
Yeah,
I think we just got a campaign, Steve.
So listen. I just want to show you guys, like, this is just like the iceberg of like what's possible. Listen, I want to show again. We touched on the strategy again of like not letting Facebook take your money. So then the other thing I wanted to show today, and I talked to Brad and Mike about it, is this. This is a video ad, right? And Facebook is a popularity contest. Everybody needs to remember that, okay? It's all about how many likes and smileys and shit you get. Now, they don't make you any money, but people like to see them. So
That's why I'm not good at Facebook.
Facebook has a product, and I'm going to do this live for you right now. Facebook has a product, okay? I'm going to look at it. It's called Page Post Engagement, okay? Write that down. That's a campaign objective.
Page post engagement.
Page Post Engagement. And what that allows you to do is run an ad and try and get likes and smileys for it, okay? Now, here's the deal. I just clicked on, here's what I did. I just created ad. I selected the fan page. I selected the video that's already there. So now I have my ad, right? So if I send this out in the world, it's going to get a shit ton of likes and shares and smileys very cheap, which is great because it shows it like, wow, you ever see an ad come on your fan page, on your feed, and it has 1,100 people looking at it? Or likes and all that kind of shit. It's really, there is something to it. But let me show you a drawback. And this is literally like a $1,000 tip right here. When I run this page post, look at, all I can do is put text. This is where the text is. Look where it goes. Right up here. But now, can I put the headline? Remember back in the demo video, I had the headline, I had the cool call to action of book now. Well, I have call to actions, but what do I have? Learn more, send message, shop now. Is that in line with my ad? Not really, right? So where's it going to drop for you? If you come into your video ad, okay, this is called this is ad ID duplication. And you end up launching this thing, so it's turned off. You guys aren't going to understand this part, but just trust me on it. And I'm gonna upload it. Basically, I'm uploading this right now to Facebook, and I'm saying run it. Okay. Now, granted, it's not going to run because it's not live. I'm jumping around. This is a little tricky. You're going to be lost. Don't worry about that. You can do the replay. But now look at, I come into the ad. It's not even running, right? But now all I'm doing right now is looking at the ad. That's all I'm doing. So now that it's up in here, Facebook has this thing called ad preview. Remember, this is the exact ad we were talking about. But look at this. I have the ability to send it, to see my post with comments. Okay, now this is the post. Nothing, we didn't do anything. But check this out. This string right here, that's the post ID number. If I copy that, now I'm going to go back to my ad manager. I'm minimizing this. I'm going right back to Power Editor. This is where we were the whole time. All I'm going to do now is go back to that page post engagement ad again, because that's the one that I want to get the likes and smileys for half a penny and all sorts of stuff that'll show into my video. And
it looks like someone knows where you're going. They're kind of tripping out already. So
yeah. So look, now I go into my ad. Now, of course, I have the slowest connection ever. Like, I guess I'm in Puerto Rico right now because, like,
no, you're at my house.
It's not loading. But what I'm going to do now...
Facebook will crash your computer.
Yeah, what I'm going to do is I'm going to drop that. I'm going to copy that page post, and I'm going to tell Facebook to use an existing post, and I'm going to copy and paste it, and it is going to pull the exact ad up. And it's going to have my headline, my book now, my captions, everything, but it's a page post, which means I can get likes and smileys to it. Hold on, let me just reload this, which also means that because it's the exact same page ID, oh, there we go, look at this. So now I'm coming back in here. Okay, now I just selected it. I'm going to go to the ad. I'm going to edit it. This is Power Editor. It's actually not that complicated when you get used to it. So this is where we were, right? Limited, right? I can't put anything. Use existing post. Enter post ID. Paste it. Submit. Check it out. Exact same thing. Book now. Everything. So now I can run this page post ad for nothing, and I'm going to get book nows. I'm going to get video views. And then the best part is everybody who likes this video here, it's going to show up on my actual video. So, like,
did you catch that? What does that do? Explain it, people. Explain what he just said.
Get the power of that. So now what I can do is I can take this same ad and I can do that across all 17 ad types. I can do, all of them, and I'm not, because if you go to duplicate an ad, it doesn't carry over the likes and smileys, so basically, which is social proof. But if you use this little trick and you copy this little number and you go back and you use existing post, then literally that's how you get 1,200 likes on a $25 campaign, because you're a penny a like for a page post engagement, but they're all going to show up on your traffic ad. So then take that a step further, guys. We go down the road, right? And I had that audience, and I said, okay, now I have an audience of people who watch this video. Well, now I can create a traffic ad, and I can use the same post, and I can drive traffic to it for low cost and have all the $1 million likes and smileys. Again, you lay that out. That's how you get just massive scale and reach and likes and smileys and all sorts of people thinking, man, this is some serious shit going on for pennies.
Really shouldn't have let you share that, by the way.
Yeah, I know. Oh,
guys,
the only
quick question
part is that you're going to edit that out for the replay. So only the live people saw that.
Exactly. No, that's actually true. We are going to edit that out for the freaking replay.
Yeah.
You're going to edit it out because I was having to go through your Skype mess up last time.
All right, I'll edit it out.
Yeah, and then like that kind of stuff, guys.
Keep it to yourself if you are.
Yeah, that is why when you know what you're doing, right? And this is what, like, gurus aren't going to show you that. They're going to say, oh, make a conversion ad. But, like, when you know what you're doing, man, it's fish in a barrel. You know, I mean, think of, like, all the things. You start going into, you take that over and you go into your ad set, right? This is like the targeting of where I'm setting my video. What does Facebook want you to do? 18-year-olds. I don't know about you, but how many 18-year-olds are there who are running their own, IT manager? But if you don't change this, you're gonna be paying for it.
And that's something, a discrepancy I saw with the course I was going through, and Steve's like, no, that's bullshit. I was like, no, the guy said to have it wide open. He's like, no. The guy's full of shit.
Because, like, Facebook wants you to have the biggest audience possible. You're the opposite. You want it to be like this stuff, like Greensboro, North Carolina, You want to come in and do a 25-mile radius. You want it to be, I mean, literally, who are these guys? Your target audience is probably like a 42-year-old. They're not 65 because if they're 65, they're retired, right?
Exactly.
So drop them out. They're 57. So, and you know what? Honestly, most of them, not to be misogynistic, but they're probably men.
Well,
right?
you are
So now,
misogynistic. It's okay, dude.
89,000 people versus 200 million.
I have noticed in our industry, it's there's a lot of women. Maybe that's why I got into SEO, but maybe not.
So, I mean, you know, you
Yeah.
add it up. Now, look at this, though. Look at the difference. 89,000. You add women, 210. Now you add this is where you can add some interests and all sorts of different stuff. But, I mean, I'm just going in here. Another thing just to share, I'm just going to rattle, okay? I've had a couple of cocktails, so I'm going to rattle. You want to shut all this.
Webinar's over.
You want to shut all this stupid stuff off. This is just a waste.
Guys, this is a good tip.
Waste of money. Shut this off. The only thing people look at are feeds. Okay, I've seen the data. I've spent millions on Facebook ads. This stuff is just junk.
You want to save a ton of money? Do that.
Yeah, just go to feeds. That's all anybody. I mean, literally, I can show you how to go through your breakdowns and show you where your clicks are coming from. You're not getting any in-stream videos. What are in-stream videos? Those annoying-ass videos that pop up when I'm trying to watch Shakira video, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, what the hell is this stuff? Yeah.
Yeah, so I mean, there's a ton of things, and you know, but I just wanted to show you guys, like, this is why it's 2017 and it's fish in a barrel for somebody with coming in.
This is why he says there's nobody doing shit, because I'll tell you, I've seen Steve help someone sell a business. I've seen Steve do shit that I'm blown away with what I've seen this fucking guy do. It's fucking insane.
Within a month from, I think, 1,000 a day to 12,500 a day. And remember, Steve gets paid based on ad spend. So the more he can get them to spend, the more he makes. And he does not do that. He pushes for a lower CPA. I've tried to talk him out of that before. He's like, yeah, I got to get a lower CPA. But Steve, that means they spend less money on ads. No, it's all good. I'll get it. So he's getting them way more for way less. Kind of like what we talked about last night with the SEO, right? You want to make money, but you also want to have your clients making a ton of money. Because
they have to be making money for you to be making money. If they're not making money, you have 3 months. It's like the question last night. I heard most SEO clients last for 3 months. If your SEO clients only last you 3 months, then you're not making your SEO clients money and you're doing your damn job wrong.
Yeah, and keep in mind, some people will drop off because they're not going to give it the time when you frame them in the beginning and say, look,
but that's a flaw in the way their process is run. I'll just say it. If you don't frame it correctly, you're right. If they don't frame it correctly,
some people do not listen. So if you do lose a client by chance, don't fucking
cry,
go out and jump off a bridge or anything. You know, just go get 10 more or something. I say that like it's easy, but you know, with this shit, it can be pretty easy.
Yeah, I mean, you come in here and you could run. I mean, check this out, right? I mean, so we're talking about. I just did Greensboro, North Carolina. I don't know what I did, whatever. So you do Greensboro, 200,000 people, right? So at $20 a day, look at the reach. I'm reaching between 1,700 and 4,600 people a day.
You're gonna blow through Greensboro pretty quick.
You can blow through Greensboro. So I could come in here. I could probably do $5 a day, right, and drop it down to 1,200 people a day for $5. You know what I mean? And then retarget them and all sorts of stuff. So that's where you can look at this as a lead source, because now you're showing it on your ad. You know that everybody's looking at it. Go get a haircut. Next time you go to get a haircut, look at what people are doing. They're sitting there on Facebook looking at their cousin's tomatoes and stuff.
That's what I'm doing.
That's what I'm doing, right? I mean, everybody is on it. There's an $85 billion ad spend shift over the next 3 years that's going from traditional TV onto social.
What's going to happen to light costs there, Steve?
Light costs are going to go through the roof, because what's going to happen is once Google's already said, and you guys are way more into Google than I am, but they've already said they factor in social and they factor in likes and somehow whatever they do. Once that becomes hardcore, Facebook's going to go, okay, because I can get you likes right now for less than a penny.
You're doing it for me.
Yeah, it is. There's it's a reproducible technique, just like I showed you on this little thing. It's a little hack basically. And what's going to happen is likes are going to cost $1. So you're gonna get a car dealer who says, shit, I need to be #1 like car dealer. I have 5,000 likes, and I need to get 10,000 likes. They're gonna spend 10 grand as opposed to spending $100 right now. So like now is the time to get in and get your social credibility, get your likes, come in like a superstar. I mean, literally, it's wild, wild west right now. It's the period in Facebook where the ad agencies haven't caught on. I mean, I literally follow Madison Avenue ad agencies with teams of people, super fancy glasses, driving Ubers, bow ties. I mean, just real smart people, and their shit is all messed up. So I mean, they have not caught on.
There's nobody doing it right.
There's a couple. Listen, if you're doing it right, you're not out there pushing Lamborghini videos. You're closing Tide. You're sitting back making 15% of $1 million ad.
I'm going to push Lamborghini videos.
Yeah, I know you are. I have no doubt you will do it.
Exactly. You're not out there.
I want you to understand that you saw some cool shit and some fucking amazing ninja tricks tonight, but your SEOs too. And what does this make you think of? Like, if you can manipulate Facebook this much, and everyone talks about fucking social, you need all this engagement around your fucking links and on your fucking backlink pages and on your fucking pages on your site. Well, what's that make you think? What can you do with this shit?
Yeah.
Besides making money.
Yeah, you can just stop global warming. But I mean, so that's my little, I'm not looking at the screen here. How do I jump off so now I can look at like, the naughty sites that I normally.
Oh yeah, I'll get it back to me. I've got your naughty sites up. Yeah.
I don't want any pop-ups. You know what I mean?
Guys, did Steve deliver? Did Steve deliver tonight? In your honest opinion?
Yeah, you can tell me I'm a schmuck if you want.
Yeah, it depends on the campaign, Ryan. Come see him.
I got a bunch of mind blowns.
Mind blows.
Fuck, yeah. Oof. I don't think Drew. I don't think you're liking it tonight. To be honest.
No, Drew's been like freaking going off all night. Ah! Drew's not gonna sleep tonight, dude.
He's gonna have to go out and buy a new computer because he's been banging his head on the keyboard all night. How do you hook up with Steve for questions? Does he have a training? We'll
go over that tomorrow, probably.
Yeah, I'm coming back. Apparently, I'm coming back tomorrow.
Yeah, and tomorrow. Who else do we have? Corey Rose.
You guys really need to be here tomorrow, and people that you like that have agencies that do fucking SEO. If you like them, invite them because they're fucking need to be here tomorrow night.
Yeah, we're dropping some bombs tomorrow, right?
Yeah, I've had a few people ask about affiliate, Steve. You can do this with affiliate and PPL and stuff, right?
You can do. That's the thing. Listen, when you have a structure and a strategy, it doesn't matter what you're doing. You can do, whatever. I mean, I'm in Hong Kong. Where am I in? Hong Kong. I'm looking at Germany, Switzerland, New Zealand, UK. Portugal, Spain. I'm doing ads in like 5 languages. I mean, it doesn't matter. You just do whatever you want.
Yeah, you're running ads for someone that wanted to team up with you, where you're getting each person you signed up. That was like $160 AOV.
Yeah. We're doing payday loans in Spain.
I'm trying to avoid you telling me
questions coming through about but doing affiliate can get you into Facebook jail. There's ways to get it. There's ways.
No. Hold on a minute. Facebook jail. Listen.
Go ahead.
There's 2 things you got to look at with Facebook. There's terms and conditions, and there's banned, and then there's like governed, and there's some things that are like you cannot run a payday loan. But that doesn't mean you can't run a payday loan. You know what I mean? If you know what you're doing, you can get around it. It's not even. You can do it. So you can't advertise porn, you can't advertise guns, but I mean you can do a ton of affiliate stuff, and it's legit because it's all about how you set up your campaigns and how you set up your stuff and what text you're using.
I would even say that you could get away with porn if you do certain things.
Yeah, I mean,
depending on where the link is, right? I'm not
Yeah,
going to do it more.
I have a sex toy company in Switzerland.
You did a damn good job with that.
Yeah, that does pretty good. That does pretty good with
How did they pay you, Steve?
What?
How did they pay you?
Well,
Don't say it. Don't say it.
There's a few ways. But one, I will say I do get some samples.
In gel.
Yeah,
It's pretty cool. So just like affiliates, I mean, that is what I'm not really, I have a lot of people come to me with affiliates and are like, oh man, I can't do it. And I look at it like, okay, you just boil it down. It's just a product, it's a service, it's whatever, and you play the same strategy to it, and boom, it's whatever it is. So don't.
Whenever I ask Steve questions, he looks at me and says, dude, it's just math.
Yeah, whatever.
Third grade math.
Third grade math, exactly.
I was like, well, that's times tables, so I can't do it, Steve.
Yeah, carry the one. You don't sell ice in Eskimo. You sell the Eskimo. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I want to sell Eskimos, dude.
The black market.
There's a black market.
I'm going to have to cut Steve off because he's already shared too much shit, and we're at about an hour. For anyone watching the replays that wants to watch all three of them at the same time, they're going to need to be right around an hour. Last night we went a little long, so we got to cut them off. Any last-minute questions before we hop off? And did everyone can see my screen, right? Did everyone get signed up for tomorrow? Because we're bringing Steve back. We're going to try and get Angel back, and we're definitely having Corey Rose on for some hardcore sales training. What are you going to do after you go out and you get these video views and you get these leads from your cheap video views? What are you going to do? Can you fucking close your way out of a brown paper sack?
I know Corey can.
Yeah, I know he can. Yeah, Corey and I have learned a lot from each other.
There's-
Corey plays, I've hopped on one call with Corey. We played good cop, bad cop. Corey is chill as crap. And I come on and I'm fucking yelling at him. I'm like, this is going to be the best fucking campaign you ever fucking, and I think I scared the guy into signing up, but hopefully we can deliver now. But yeah, Corey has taken our agency. I think like I said, he closed like $8,000 just within the last week recurring. And
it's continual. There's a question for Steve real quick. How does Facebook charge for video ads? Impressions or seconds watched?
Video views. They charge it, and you can actually change that. You can do impressions, but they typically charge on video views like 3 seconds, which is a total useless metric. You don't even. I mean, 3 seconds is like 1, 2, 3, right?
But you better understand. Steve already told you why that shit's important.
Yeah, you're paying less than you if you do your campaign right. I mean, you're paying 3-4 cents. I mean, it is like literally cheap as all fuck to show a video.
Yeah. How do you budget between the two? Is most of the spin PPE or video?
It would be. Here's a benefit.
Don't give away your magic mix, man.
All right, I'm not going to go. All right, but here's the deal. Here's what you want to look at, right? Again, if you look at everything, nothing stands alone in its own little isolated world. So if you look in Facebook and you say, I'm running these certain campaigns, you use the PPE just to get the social credibility, and it's so fucking cheap that you just have a pretty small campaign, and then you drop your money on the video, and then you really drop your money once you get your audience, and then you save it for those expensive.
Yeah, exactly.
There's a question: how heavy do you weigh interest targeting, Steve?
How heavy do I weigh? I'm like 270. I know I need to go on it. I'm sorry. How heavy do I weigh on targeting?
Targeting with Steve.
Interest targeting.
Conversation.
Interest targeting is if you have no traffic on your site, then interest targeting is where you need to start. And then what you want to do is get off it as fast as possible.
Yeah. Go out, get a competitor, throw them into. There's a way to go to. What is it? Is it audiences or audience insights or something like that, Steve?
Yeah, audience insights and what? Throw your competitor and find people who are fans of your competitor?
Exactly. And then it shows the ones, the similar pages. Just get a grouping of like 20 to 30 of those. Throw those into a special interest.
Don't forget fucking forums online. There's forums for every fucking market out there. And if you post something with a reason, with a call to action, a reason to people to get you over there, and you're set up correctly, you're going to get the right fucking audience on your site very quickly. Just through.
But I would literally raise my hand and say, audience targeting is literally like grade school stuff. You know what I mean? Like you want to get, if you're really doing ads, you're out of that because you jump right over to it. So, I mean, interest is what everybody does, and that's what Facebook tells you to do. But there's ways to go in and find out what your interests are. Like you can literally go and find what your interests are, and it's some fucked up shit. So that's what everybody's doing, which is why it's so easy to do other things that work so much better. There's so much better out there. I mean, I don't know. I don't know how much I can say, but
yeah, we've had a few people ask that have never run Facebook ads before where to go to get to Power Editor and Business Manager.
Business.facebook.com. You create a business manager. It has to be based on your personal Facebook ad account, your personal account. But I'll tell everybody out here, do not advertise under your personal account. Just you want to get a business manager, and then you create an ad account, and you run your ads on that ad account. You give yourself permission to tag your fan page. You have to have a fan page, so if you don't have one, create one. You don't have to have any likes.
It's easy, and you can do that in Business Manager and everything too. So
yeah, Business Manager is where it's at.
Yeah, so go to business.facebook.com, sign up. If you need help, get it. Steve asked me if he wanted us to cover anything really, really basic, and I told him hold off on that because with that you can go to YouTube videos.
Yeah, there's some shit
we wanted Steve to really bring it home.
Yeah, there's some wicked cool stuff for affiliates on Business Manager that we could, maybe tomorrow we'll get into or whatever, like some super secret, not secret, but just kick-ass ways to set it up and like advanced techniques on setup that really play in with affiliate guys. So if you have a big affiliate audience, maybe we can get into that tomorrow.
Cool. I don't think I see any more. How do we get more training from Steve?
We'll go into all that. That's tomorrow.
Yeah, we're trying to talk him into a course at some point in the future, but we made the mistake
of busy guys. He's working. I mean, really,
anybody who's actually doing stuff does not want to do a course. So who knows? We'll see. These guys are pretty good at sales, so they're selling me.
Can you retarget those that comment on a like or a post? I think you can target.
Yeah, it's a type of engagement. So yes. There's ways to do it, but you got to be careful because
there's the question about can you use Business Manager for fan pages already created? Yeah, you can absolutely associate them with it, but I mean,
if you don't have access to it, you kind of get access to it. Yeah,
you can find this stuff online if you just search for it, and we don't want to take up people's time if they are viewing this after the fact with basic setup questions and things like that. So
that just depends on the campaign, Lee. I would try both and see what works better for you, but it really depends on the campaign. So, but everyone want to give Steve a big hoorah, thank you, whatever the hell you want to slam your head on the keyboard. I don't care.
Hoorah.
Hoorah.
Thank you.
Hoorah. Yeah, it's whistle pig time.
Yeah, type in hashtag whistlepig time or something like that.
That's exactly what it is, Steve.
Yep. It's
Pixel bitches.
And in October, so will it be.
And never ever boost a post again, any of you people. Seriously,
listen to him. I haven't done it since he told me.
I will find you. I know who you are.
Yeah, and he will send not nice ads to your Facebook account. He does it to me every day.
Yes, you do, Ron. Yes, you do. Yes, you do,
Is that a thing, Ron? I'm not going to say it here because that's even...
I'm wondering, dude.
Yeah, I think it is. So, all right. Thanks, everyone. Sign up for tomorrow. I'm going to post the replay as soon as I can for anyone that missed anything.
Oh, potato record.
Yeah. Oh, shit. Just come back tomorrow. We'll fucking do it again. But come back tomorrow. Corey's going to be on, and we're going to be dropping even more fucking bombs from Steve, maybe Angel, me and Mike, shit like that. We've got a huge bomb to drop on you. I think everyone's going to really, really, really like it. So be there live if you can at all possible. Thursday, spend it with us. So that's all we got for you tonight, ladies and gents, and have a great one. Bye.
Later.
Later, people.